All right, so we are live.
Hello.
It is pouring outside.
Pouring.
So we thought today, because it looks like Marvin had no power and this wasn't planned out, so we have gone topic on the fly today, which is, of course, what to do when the power goes out on your day. How do you transform what you're doing to just say, okay, that's where I am. Here we are. Let's go. So I'm Jason.
I'm Peely.
This is probably, if we get through it and we might be in the dark, going to be the best episode we've done for you yet. So without further ado, without me wasting your time sitting here talking about what you already know, let's go. All right, so we are here. It's second cup of coffee. Peely's here.
I'm here.
With coffee.
With coffee.
I'm here with coffee. And we might have a whole thing of lots of rain outside. So yes, Marvin didn't seem, I think his power is down. So we weren't scheduled in for our topic today. So we're going with the topic, what happens when the power shuts off in your life and on your day? And where we're going with that is, do you know?
Drink more coffee.
Perfect.
No, actually, don't drink more coffee.
Don't drink more coffee. When the power goes out in your day, it's very important. And this is monumental for our message throughout that, well, you have your foundation built. You have your process built. Mm-hmm. So you know where your journey is taking you. So when the power goes out, when these moments come up in your day, in your life, in just your surroundings, that it's okay. Because you know where you're going. So it's not a point of chaos. It's a point of, this is the moment. We will get through this moment and we will move on to the next thing that leads us closer to where our journey is taking us.
And, you know, those moments happen either they're like really small, they're like insignificant little like blips where maybe you read something that you shouldn't read on the internet, or maybe something happened like there's a big storm, but you have to go to a meeting, or, you know, whatever it is. Having that foundation is absolutely key. Absolutely.
It allows it to happen, right? And so a good parallel there is we have butterflies.
We have butterflies.
We have butterflies. I got back from my run today and there was excitement going on in the house, which is pretty much every day, right? So there's energy, there's excitement. Everything's happening out there today. The kids are all excited. Things are in motion. Well, we have butterflies, and we don't have one, we have 5 butterflies. But the evolution of their process, right, is how a butterfly comes to be, right? And the story of the butterfly, you can't rush that. You can't push that. They have their process, and when things come up, they don't adapt and say, okay, I'm gonna jump out of this cocoon earlier, or the chrysalis, it's not going to happen. It's that process, and they stick to it throughout whatever is happening around them, because this is what needs to happen for them to form and be what they become.
And they form this, it's chrysalis for butterflies, cocoons for moths.
So, okay, I was all over the place.
Little factoid for you.
Don't worry,
today.
I've been saying it all wrong today. So
okay.
Disregard. The end story is we had 5 butterflies.
We have 5 butterflies. And
pretty cool.
They go through metamorphosis, and that's the actual scientific
You are
report.
using big words today, so we're going to have to cut me out.
I've had lots of coffee.
Okay.
No, it's just my second cup. So metamorphosis. So we all go through metamorphosis, whether it is on a large scale basis or these daily metamorphoses, but there is a system to the way a butterfly is created. There's a system from birth to being a caterpillar, to eating its heart out, to creating this shell within itself. And it actually gets rid of portions of itself. There's like this little bit of it that gets cut off. And I mean, there must be some pain involved in that. But it actually cuts a portion of itself off that it's not that of the caterpillar's body that's not needed. They go through many exoskeletons during their growth spurt before chrysalis. So now they're in their chrysalis. They're growing and becoming this beautiful thing that we know as a butterfly in the span of a few short days. but it takes them basically getting rid of everything that they are and they know to become this something else, this thing that has been created that, I mean, I read on a butterfly, they fly thousands of miles to these places that they go like to the same place every single time, and very little is known because a butterfly usually only takes this trip once and dies. So you know, it's amazing. I can just talk about butterflies forever, but how does this tie into business and self-development? Well, it's all about the metamorphosis that we are constantly going through on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. And what I mean by hourly is that maybe you woke up this morning. For instance, I woke up this morning and I figured out that I can, if I jump in and just do yoga, and then as soon as Jason comes back, I'll go for my run there. I've done my workout and my day is it feels like it's set. But then maybe, like I said, maybe I read something on the internet that doesn't agree with me. And all of a sudden it pulls me down just that little bit. So what type of metamorphosis do you have to do in order to pull yourself out of that? That's the timely metamorphosis of just up leveling your life on just like those small bases.
Yes, you have to prepare yourself for the moment when you are ready to be, right? For the butterfly to prepare to be the butterfly. And there lots of times a question gets asked, you know, what would you do differently if you were in your 20s again? And unfortunately, you know, the lessons we know today, so say, you know, a person's 50 and you're saying, well, if I was 20, I would do this. Well, that's not correct, right? Because sure, it sounds good on paper, but the person is there as 50 today, learn the lessons the way they did to become that person. So them giving you retrospect, I would have done this differently. Well, no, that person potentially would not have been ready to do that. So maybe they know a great grand lesson today and they can give you the future of what they become through that lesson. But the story of it would be better if I was this way or if I knew this lesson. It may have been a hard lesson to learn. And it may have changed, but the change you take from that, you can choose how you see it. You can choose to say, okay, this is going to crush me forever. I'll never get back to it. Or say, okay, I've learned that lesson. This is going to be value in my life in some way, no matter how hard it is. And on that part to look forward. And of course, there's things, you know, famine, death, all these things that could happen in lives and just completely alter your life. And we can't control that, but we can't look back and say the what if about, you know, parts in business or parts in marriage or parts in others. We can say that happens. At that time, I wouldn't be ready for the lesson I know today. I can be ready for the lesson now, and now I'm passing that lesson forward so others see the lesson I've learned and hopefully will potentially help them adjust, right? So the butterfly can't become the butterfly weeks earlier because it's not their part of the evolution. Even though if they knew that stage, hey, I'm going to be a butterfly when they're a butterfly, well, they can't go back and say, okay, I'm ready now because they're not. They have to go through the process to become the beautiful thing that they do.
And this is the process that we all have to go through. We all have to make sure we take the right steps to get to where we need to be. So how does this tie in with losing the power? Well, it's momentary. You don't know when those painful moments are going to happen. Pain happens. It's like Jason said, it's out of our control, but we can control our suffering. I am sure the butterfly or the caterpillar suffers as it becomes a butterfly. I can't imagine cutting off a portion of your body feels good, but going through that suffering to become this beautiful being, whatever your goals are, whatever you aspire to, whatever you're reaching for, that's your butterfly. Take the correct steps to get there. You won't be able to jump over certain steps. You won't be able to just, I mean, a caterpillar can't fly yet. So the caterpillar isn't going to jump off the leaf hoping that it's just going to sprout wings. So it's the same way in life. Take those steps that are needed to get those goals that you want. And anytime the power goes out in your life, take a moment, look towards your foundation, look towards the steps, look towards your schedule, look towards everything that you have built for yourself thus far. Find the power in that and then push forward.
So these are 5 ways that you can be present in the moment. Go. All right. Number 1 is take a moment each morning, whether it's 30 seconds or 10 minutes, and just sit there with yourself and allow yourself to have that moment of calm before the day starts. Do not wake up and run into your day. It won't do you any good, and it won't do the others around you any good. It's the preparation, right? It's getting into your rhythm, getting into your routine. It's like a batter coming up to bat. They have their same process, the same way they warm up, the same way they swing, everything that happens when they're getting ready for that moment to go up there. Well, we need to treat ourselves like that. We need to treat ourselves with a routine, with a moment of peace, so we can give ourselves the best resources to really take action in the day.
Actually be in the moment.
Is that number 2?
Yes, this
Actually
is number 2.
be in the moment.
Actually be in the moment. How many times are you sitting at the dinner table or sitting here live in front of amazing people and you're thinking about other things?
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking about dinner. You're thinking about the storm outside. You're thinking about how handsome your husband is. Be in the moment. That's kind of in the moment though. Be actually in the moment. If you're talking to your children, if you're eating dinner with your family, be in the moment. Don't have your phone next to you, because if your phone's next to you, you're going to be thinking about everything that you're missing on social, all the business contacts that you have to contact, everything that you didn't get done, because now you can get it all done on that little phone. Put the phone across the room and really be in the moment with your family, because if you are not in the moment, if you are not in the moment with your family, how do you know that you're actually in the moment when you're talking to those business associates, when you're trying to up-level your life using social media? Be in the moment.
Number 3 is the day is not going to go exactly as planned. It's okay. Having your mood set up by everything that happens moment to moment through the day is just setting yourself up for failure. You are going to put out your best forth effort, and it's what you can control. And when things come up, you're going to deal with them and repeat. And when things go great, amazing. When things don't go as planned, adjust. That's life. That's what we deal with. But you do control how you react to it, how your mood changes, and how you focus going forward.
Number 4, understand that there are times that you might just fail, that it might just not work out. And that's okay. Sometimes the best laid plans, the best laid foundations might not have been the right one for you. And that's okay. This is when you know there's going to be your foundation. And then there's going to be the things that you build. And maybe the things that you build in that foundation topple down. That's okay. You clear that foundation off and you start building again until you get it right. That's number 4.
So number 5 is you are here to have a great life. End of story. If you are saying, well, I'm just average Joe or, average Betty, get over it. You're not. You choose your life. You choose your life plan. You choose to fulfill what you want to do. And no one can take that away from you. It starts with you making that decision first. No one is in control of that. So put forth your effort today, knowing that you have the resources to live the life you want.
What an awesome set of 5. So we are a couple minutes away from the 15-minute mark. So if you are out exercising and if you're in the New Jersey area or anywhere near bad weather, I hope you are being very safe and get under a roof, please, because you don't know what's going to fly in and hit you.
My 45-minute run later will be tree dodging. Yours will be.
I already did my outside workout while the weather was calm. So I actually, like I said before, I woke up this morning at 5. I rolled myself out of bed, drank a full glass of water. Oh, you're done. I'm done. Wow. I got my 90 minutes done. Wow. I did my 45 minutes of yoga before the kids woke up. And 2 of them were in bed with us. I got that done. And then as soon as you got back, got out, got my run done. I am going to do some push-ups later, though, because I have to put together some sort of a workout of the day. Well, here's my choices. I could run outside, get soaked, which is awesome, potentially dodge trees, which could happen, or work out inside, get trampled by dogs hitting me in the head, guarantee, and kids jumping on me, guarantee. So choices are there. They're both wonderful opportunities. Have a super day. If you're in the rain, enjoy it. If you're not, awesome day anyway. See you tomorrow. Aloha. See you guys.